Hey guys, it's Lexi. Here, I've just finished acclimating my new betta fish to temperature, and I'm going to use a net to transfer him into his new tank. I decided to name my fish Mushu after the dragon from Mulan. There were a lot of other good contenders for names, but Mushu was the first name that I thought of, and I thought that it fit him really well. I think that at first he was definitely pretty overwhelmed by the amount of space that he had after being in that little cup for so long. I don't think he really knew what to do once he was put into this big tank. This video is from only about a day later, and you can already see that he's a lot more active, he's using a lot more of his tank, and he's flaring at his reflection a little bit in the glass, which is fun. When he started flaring and swimming around a lot, it really showed off his tail and fins a lot more, which is really cool. He's a crown tail. I really like crown tails. I think they're super cool looking with their like spiky fins. And you can see he's got a little piece of fin that appears to have broken off. There's like a little gap in like the lower part of his fin. So I decided to name him Mushu, which I think is a really fitting name. Since he's a little red guy. You can kind of see like he's got some blue scales on the side of his body. If it'll focus, there we go. You can see a little blue there, like along his back. And you can also see like that little bit of fin there, and in his tail is starting to grow back. That was broken off before. But he's doing really well. He's really energetic. He's a good little fish. Look at him go. Wow. There's that boy. So it's been about a week since I got Mushu, and I'm about to clean the tank. You can see we're getting a little bit of algae down there, around like the sides and stuff. But the plants are looking really good. This one I think is a banana plant, and it's growing a lot of new leaves. These guys up here have really taken off. They were only like up to about like here before. They're a lot taller now. They're growing like crazy. There is like some die-off, like some of those leaves back there looking a little brown, so I'll probably get rid of a few of those today. And I added some Monte Carlo down at the bottom. And some of that's looking okay. Some of it's not so hot, but it's looking all right. And some of it looks like it's kind of uprooted itself, so I'll have to replant a few little bits of it. But I think we're looking pretty good. It's looking nice. It's gonna look a lot nicer after I clean the tank, because that algae is not great. It's a little gross. I also changed the my timer for the light. It's only going to be set to 4 hours a day instead of 6 hours, so maybe that'll help with the algae a little bit. Wow. He is doing such a good job. Astounding. Here we are after our water change. Everything is looking real nice. I trimmed some of the plant leaves that were dying off, so it's a lot greener and nicer looking now. And the glass is all clean, the algae's gone. It's looking good. Would you look at that bubble nest? That little guy thinks he's getting lucky. So here we are, maybe like 2 or 3 days after my water change / plant trimming. Everything for the most part is looking really good. I don't know what a lot of these plants are, to be honest, but this long one here in the front is growing like nuts. The banana plant, I think that's a banana plant here in the middle, is looking really nice. It's put out a lot of new leaves since I got it. Marimo Ball's doing fantastic. The Monte Carlo in the front, some of it has died off, but it still has a lot of green, so I'm hopeful that it'll work. I've heard that growing Monte Carlo in a tank without CO2 can be tricky, but I'm just hoping it'll work because I think it would look really nice. I have this skinny leafy plant there. I have no idea what that is, but it's very green, so I think that's a good sign. I think these are dwarf sag, the little grassy looking things. They're doing really good. I think I had one die off somewhere around here, but I think we only lost one of them, so that's not too bad. This stuff on the side, and like as well as in the back there, I think is called guppy grass, and it doesn't look as green as everything else does. Like some of it, like, oop, focus. Some of it like there is looking a little brown. It's not looking super hot, but we'll see if that changes. What else do I have? That in the back there is not looking great. It's pretty brown. I don't know if that's because it's like right next to the heater. Maybe, but it doesn't seem to be doing good. And that one as well in the back, like the plant that these leaves here are coming off of, not looking too hot. It's got a lot of brown splotches on it. But maybe that's just still some growth that's dying off and it'll put out new leaves. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, Mushu seems to like it pretty well. He's having a good time. He's a nice little fish. If he'll stop facing directly towards the camera, you'll be able to see his fins better. There we go. I feel like they're getting longer. I think they're getting longer, which is a common thing as far as I'm aware with betta fish that you get out of a cup, like their fins grow longer for a little bit after you first get them. So I think he's looking really good. He had a little fin in his tail that looked like it was broken off. You can kind of see it. It's tough to see. You might see it. I don't know, but that looks like it's growing back nicely. You can kind of see that gap in his tail. Or like the little white end of the fin that's growing back. So that's Mushu. That's my fish. I hope you enjoyed watching like 17 minutes of him swimming around. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment, maybe. Bye.